Hello, everybody. Well, I have met with all three members of the economics department here at Selkirk College, challenging the status quo. And the results of my efforts so far have been mixed, but not unexpected. My own professor has been very obliging, although he still hasn't had time to ingest all the information that I've given him. And that goes for the members of the staff as well. I mean, you have to put yourself in their shoes. They've been teaching the fractional reserve banking system and the money multiplier model for a long time. In fact, in one case, over 20 years. So here I come along, some crazy old man living on the edge of a forest with a contrary position, telling these people, hey, you guys have been teaching this incorrectly for the entirety of your whole career. Well, this comes as a bit of a shock to the person on the receiving end of this. Even if I was being polite and as tactful as I can be, these people are highly intelligent, but human nature being what it is, one can become entrenched in your own dogma. So they're not really to blame. They are simply teaching what they've been taught. And overall, it's been a pretty positive experience with the staff at Selkirk. And Jay, my professor, has agreed to organize a meeting with all four of us in early January to discuss changing the syllabus, among other things. And that meeting will help determine the direction that we actually take. Also, I was able to garner the support of a world-renowned economist by the name of Steve Keen, who graciously agreed to send a letter to the faculty of economics at Selkirk supporting my position. Steve Keen is one of the few economists worldwide that predicted the 2007-2008 financial crash. And he can explain how he knew. At the same time, other mainstream economists were bragging about the Great Moderation, people like Ben Bernanke. And even following the crisis, some insisted that no one could have seen it coming. Well, Steve Keen did see it coming. So he is somebody worth listening to, no doubt about it. A couple of reasons why some mainstream economists did not see it coming is partially the result of a misunderstanding of money creation and private debt, which are not included in their models of the economy, which is another reason why textbooks need to be changed to reflect this reality. In fact, we are in a similar situation now in Canada. The average household debt is around 170% of disposable income. However, that means that some households exceed this ratio. One group that the Bank of Canada is monitoring very closely is the 8% of indebted households that owe 350% or more of their gross income, which represents a bit more than 20% of total household debt. And according to the Bank for International Settlements, we have the highest debt-to-service ratio of non-financial corporations in all of the developed countries. And conversely, we have the lowest national debt to GDP ratio of all the G7 countries. So obviously we should focus on private and corporate debt right now. There probably will be a fall in GDP growth over the next year or two. Maybe even a recession, depending on the interest rates. So, at the risk of being politically incorrect, I would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. Bye for now.